You just take a fucking knee.
Says up on Pornhub. Sorry for your weird masturbation session.
What's up, friends? How's it going? Welcome back to Sideline Study, Season 3, Episode 2 of the 2020 season, 2020-2021 season. Last week I went on, there's not much to rant on tonight, but as you can see, I'm in Lambeau Field. Bob is at that shithole in Carolina, and then Cooper is at the famous place where the butt fumble took place, if I remember correctly. I think that's funny. How is everybody doing? I couldn't afford tickets to Ford Field. I wouldn't want to afford tickets to Ford Field. I would never go to Ford Field, you dumb shit. Why would I want to go to Ford Field? I mean, I go to Ford Field if Packers were playing, but I wouldn't go to Ford Field because the Lions are playing somebody else. Are you out of your fucking mind? Anyway, we're going to get into the predictions and for the AFC. Sarah's not here again. She's still not feeling well. Get better, Sarah. Again, quit eating a whole brat. Maybe your mouth won't hurt so much. So there's a couple of things AFC wise, and I think there's one thing that, no real big signings for the AFC or NFC. There's nothing really happening in the NFC this week. The one thing that I want to talk about is with what happened a couple of weeks. Was it last week? We didn't really get into it. Earl Thomas got into an altercation during practice. We're talking about practice with another player, and it had to do with a play. He got burnt, and he got mad, threw his helmet, and then I don't know. Didn't see the whole thing. But anyway, he ended up fighting one of his players, and the Ravens terminated his contract. He no longer is a Baltimore Raven, if I am correct. Right, Heather? He was released from his contract, and I applaud the Baltimore Ravens for doing that. He is one of the best safeties in the league, and to release one of the best safeties in the league, I applaud that. They're trying to make a statement. This shit is not needed in football. I don't give a fuck who you are.
JP, is something going on with your audio over there?
No. Why would there be?
You're cutting in and out a lot.
I'm cutting in and out.
Yeah, it's happened to me too. That's why I left the Skype call because I thought it was me.
It sounded like to me that just a lot of stuff what you were saying are cutting in and out. Are you alright over there?
I'm fine. Can you hear? How about now? Is that better?
Like 50% of that.
How about now?
It's out in the distance.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. What do you want me to do? Is it still bad?
Sorry, you're still off in the distance there. It's just whenever you're talking, it's just cutting in and out. That's all.
Yeah, it's like your mic settings are too high or something.
How about now?
Fine now.
Well, I just turned it back up the way it was.
I think it's because you're smacking
I'll keep an eye on, but me and Bob we've got the same reception here that you're cutting in and out while you're talking.
How about can you hear me now?
Yeah. I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Just talk and we'll let you know. Just it's just while you're talking, just it cuts in and out.
There's nothing I can do about that. Everybody else can hear me, so I think it's Skype.
Okay.
I can't leave the call because, well, I could.
Don't worry. Just like
So, the thing is, and I talked about it, Earl Thomas got released. Well, they terminated his contract. They didn't release him. They terminated his contract. Mm-hmm. So apparently he did something detrimental to player conduct, and they terminated his contract. You don't need, and I applaud the Ravens for doing that. It just goes, hey, I don't give a fuck who you are. You don't do that shit. They did the same thing to, it's along the same lines of Brown. Anthony Brown? Is that his name? Antonio Brown? He got released from his contract.
Oh, okay.
Kind of, but not for the same thing. But it's along those lines. Conduct detrimental to the team. And I applaud them for doing that. And I don't mind it. What are you guys' thoughts? I know Heather wants to weigh in on this. Go ahead.
Baba, did you hear the cut up there for a second? The audio cut?
I got what he was saying. My opinion on it is Ravens did somebody on that, somebody like that on your team because it's pretty much a distraction for the team, and the Ravens is wanting revenge this year for what happened last year. So, what do you think, Coot?
I just if you're a distraction on the team, you got to get rid of it, right? So it just this is a very short. It's like 2 or 3 years. You got to move on from somebody, right? So it's like that's Leonard Fournette's situation, right? So they dealt with him for 3 years, and they want to move on from him, right? So.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind. Well, they don't want to move on from it. They had to, and they made the right choice in moving on from him because I wouldn't want that on my team. If you want to fight, take it somewhere else. Take it to Detroit. They could use it.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think Dallas even disagreed to take Thomas, right? So they.
What?
Earl Thomas, right? When he wanted to go to Dallas, and they're not taking him, right? So
that tells you a lot, right there. He's one of the best safeties in the league.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know where he's got.
I don't know how. And Heather, what about you? I know you want to weigh in on this, but go ahead.
He has had issues before, and it's always been behavioral issues with him. So I don't think he's going anywhere else. I think they're going to make him sit out this year and make him think about his behavior and how he conducts himself.
The NFL?
Yes. And by not signing him and making him think about how he behaves.
Yeah, I mean,
and make him grow up that way.
I will say this right now about Earl Thomas. I don't think that this is an ongoing thing with him. I think this is a one-time thing. I just don't think teams are putting up with it anymore. And I'm okay with that. I don't care who you are or what you do. You want to act like an asshole? Get the fuck out of here. No one fucking needs you. Baltimore will do fine without him. I think they're one of the best. They're the best team in the league, which we will get into.
Yep.
Trust me. Because, yeah. Anyway. You guys want to talk some wrestling? I do.
It's up to you, man.
All right.
Listen, I have no idea about WWE. I know about New Japan and everything, and like I know about what's up.
No. Okay, so the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're starting to. They traded away Nkugwe or whatever the fuck his name is to Minnesota for a second and a future a conditional 5th round pick, which could be up to a 3rd round pick. And they released Leonard Fournette today.
Mm-hmm. Why?
The cons.
Why would they release a franchise running back? Well, they
I can
need
tell you
one.
why. I got one big reason why. And this is not fact. This is just a philosophy and a thought. Right now, the Cons have 2 things going right now. One is they own the well, they have many things going on. One is the Jacksonville Jaguars. The other one is their company that made them the billions that they have. And then they have this wrestling promotion that they're forking out. I don't know how much they're paying their wrestlers to do their things, but it's very competitive with what the WWE is paying. Hold on. Let me finish. My thinking is they're dumping salaries because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. How in the fuck can a goddamn team listen to what I'm saying? How can people who can't even run a football franchise, which is funded by the NFL with salary cap, trying to run a wrestling promotion? Can you say Ted Turner Part 2?
Okay, from what I've read, Doug Marrone, he made a press conference about the Leonard Fournette situation. They couldn't get any value for him over a trade. That's
do you want to know why that is?
I don't know, but there's got to be some issues going on.
It's because they can't get the players to come there. Why do you think Nkugwe left? They were paying the wrestlers more than the fucking football player. They were going to pay a wrestler more than what he does. What brings in more fucking money, wrestling or football?
Football. Sure.
Well, then why in the fuck would you not want to pay one of the best defensive ends in the league? Because that's what he was. He was considered one of the best defensive ends in the league. Is wrestling that much more important than fucking football? I don't fucking think so. Get your priorities straight. Football brings billions of dollars to you. And you're fiddle fucking with fucking Cody Rhodes and the fucking Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, who aren't even as big as they used to be. I'm sorry. I don't watch AEW. I quit watching AEW because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's as bad as the WWE. The Cons are the problem with the Jaguars. The Jaguars are not the problem with the Cons, if that makes sense. Yeah. The Cons are the problem with the Jaguars. They need to sell the fucking team to somebody that actually knows what the fuck they're doing. Tony Khan, get the fuck out of here. That guy's a fucking thinks he knows fucking wrestling.
Doug Marrone is
he's more worried about what is going to. He is one of the executive vice presidents for the Jaguars.
He's the vice president?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's their numbers guy. But he's more worried about what happens week to week on AEW than he does fucking what's happening with the fucking Jaguars. At least that's what I observe from him. Apparently, the Jaguars are a secondary to the fucking wrestling. Makes no sense.
From what I've heard about, Doug Marrone thinks that he has better value with what he has than what he has with Leonard Fournette.
They don't have any value. They don't have anybody. They don't have. But build somebody around him. Get players. This is where the Cons are fucking up. Put players with this guy. Get this guy some people so that they can fucking block for him so that they can fucking run the ball. They got a fucking quarterback that's more worried about what his mustache looks like from week to week.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
It's gonna
Come on. This isn't a fucking gimmick.
Brent Twizzlers.
This isn't a fucking gimmick. And that's what the fucking Cons were doing. They were selling Minshew as a fucking gimmick. Tony Khan's a fucking joke, man. He's a joke. The Cons are a fucking joke when it comes to football. They can make billions. They're just like fucking Vince McMahon of fucking football. They have the billions, but they don't know how to fucking run a team. Get the fuck out of here.
So can we say that the Jags have officially tanked, or no?
Who did they draft in the first round this past year? Didn't they take a quarterback? Just give me a second and I'll find out.
What, a draft last year?
Yeah.
They've traded away their best players.
No, I know they have. I know they have, and I agree with you. And I just find it laughable that people sit here and say Tony Khan is a smart man when it comes to wrestling. Are you fucking high? This motherfucker can't even run a fucking football team.
You can't do multiple
What the
things.
fuck are you talking about? Shut the
Where?
fuck up.
First round, they think it by line.
Oh, so they got rid of the best defensive end and drafted one in the first round. Never heard of the fucking guy. But all right. Yeah, he's going to pan the fuck out. Who do they got as a general manager? It's a fucking joke, man. It's a fucking joke. And anybody that thinks that the fucking Cons can run a wrestling promotion and go up against fucking Vince McMahon is fucking laughable. And anybody that wants to sit here and say that the fucking Cons care about the fucking wrestling, shut the fuck up. All they care about is fucking money. They're no worse than they're no better than fucking Vince McMahon. They're ruining the fucking Jaguars because they're just making money off of it. That's all they're doing. They don't give a shit what product they put out there. Fucking football is football. People are going to watch football. But I will say this, Jacksonville, it's Florida, man. How many people show up to a fucking baseball game at Marlin Stadium? Not very many. They get about 10,000 people. That place seats about 50,000. That's sad.
Oh wow,
That's sad. And they just built a stadium.
that's really sad.
Don't sit here and sugarcoat Tony Khan and his fucking father. They're the problem with the fucking Jaguars.
They had two first round picks.
Yes.
They got quarterback C.J. Henderson.
C.J. Henderson, a quarterback from
No.
a cornerback. Okay, so they replaced a cornerback and they got rid of their best quarterback last year, but then they
Jalen
drafted
Ramsey,
one in the
right?
first round. They don't know how to build a team because they don't know how to fucking. They know how to hoard money, but they don't know how to pay their players. Green Bay is the smallest market in football, and if the Cons were to run that or be the president, whatever of that, they would run it into the ground. That's how bad it is. And that's one of the most storied franchises in NFL. It is the most storied franchise in NFL history. Don't sugarcoat fucking Tony Khan, man. The Cons are a joke.
They did draft a quarterback in the 6th round.
In the 6th round.
Jake Luton.
Yeah, guess who their starter is going to be? It's going to be fucking Minshew, Mr. Mustache. That guy is a joke.
That's going nowhere.
They're going to fire Dave Marone because they're going to blame him. But when you fucking trade away your best fucking offensive player, who do they have on offense? Absolutely shit.
There's definitely
I
some
could
head
probably
office
I could
issues.
probably be the 90th person on the Jaguars right now. That's how fucking bad they are. And I'm almost 50. Their best offensive player is probably a kicker. That's how bad the Jaguars are. That's how fucking terrible the Cons are at running a football team. Now, tell me if they can run a wrestling show. Fuck out of here.
TV guy named them the top 100 TV
I
channels.
could.
I was just saying. I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ. I said it today. I wouldn't be bragging about being a top 100 show. Not very many people watch fucking TV anymore. Are you kidding me?
That's what
I
I'm
bet you
saying.
WWE is a top 20 show.
He's watching cable.
I bet you Raw and
so.
SmackDown are a top 20 show. And that's fucking shit. What does that fucking tell you? Nobody fucking watches TV anymore. Come on, man.
For some reasons, people still watch Survivor. I don't know why either. So
WWE actually did okay back-to-back pay-per-views this past week. They weren't great. They weren't something that I'd fucking watch again unless I was forced to, but they weren't too overly bad. I laughed at the end of Payback, but that's a whole nother issue. I waited for the Twitter meltdown, which did happen, by the way. But that's just how I feel about the cons. And they're more worried about wrestling than they are football when football makes them more money. So fuck the cons. You want to ruin the NFL? You want to ruin the Jaguars? Go ahead. It's going to cost you billions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know it yet.
Well, the Jaguars, Jesus, to me they've tanked already.
Yep.
So just Jaguars, you can look for them for maybe top 3 for draft picks.
They were just in the AFC Championship game 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's amazing.
In fact, they should have beaten the Patriots. And
They really should have.
They should have been in the Super Bowl.
They had it. Leonard Fournette was at his
And
top.
and the excuse, we're still in that hangover mode. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. And that's not even a Dave Marone thing. Stupid. But anyway, and what else? What else is there for news?
I guess Tracy Morgan signed a 1-year deal with the Giants.
Tracy Morgan?
Or no, sorry, not the comedian. Somebody signed with the Giants today.
Ray Sean said it earlier today, and I can't.
Yeah.
I can't remember. He said it earlier today.
It's just a lot of teams are just they're doing the training camps and everything like that, and just it's very different this year because there's no exhibition games, right? So
yeah, it's gonna be like baseball. It's just
Logan
gonna Logan Ryan. He's a cornerback.
Logan Ryan.
Okay, we'll see. One guy doesn't make the team, but thank you for it's just a 1-year deal, I think.
Yeah, I think Daniel Jones is in charge of that team, Joe. So
Daniel Jones will be nothing more than an Eli Manning.
yeah, when it comes to when it comes to that division, it's just like what you got: Daniel Jones, you got the Eagles with fucking Wentz. And then the Redskins with that young guy.
Dwayne Haskins, is he even playing? He fucked his leg up pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
didn't he like break his leg or something? I can't remember. But
yeah, he broke his leg twice, and the second time he got really fucked up.
But I do know that Alex Smith is trying to make a comeback.
Yes.
That is one story that everybody should be looking out for this year. I don't know if it'll be this year, but it might be next year. If you don't know, he had a compound fracture just like Joe Theismann did, and he almost died from this.
He almost died from that
almost
fracture?
died
that
from
was
this.
A deadly break.
Wow.
Yep, he had a compound fracture, and it got infected. In fact, I think he ended up getting a staph infection, and it damn near killed him. He had sepsis. Sepsis set in on him, and he survived it, and he's trying to make a comeback. I was never an Alex Smith fan,
No, you weren't.
But I will say this: if he comes back, I will applaud him for that.
Absolutely.
Because I don't think he's a great. He's an okay quarterback. He wasn't the number one pick in the draft. Aaron Rodgers was. It was just one of those things. That's what they went with. The nature of the game went with the quarterback like Alex Smith, which was a mistake. And the quarterbacks like Alex Smith and Lamar Jackson are one in a few. The difference between Lamar Jackson and Alex Smith is that Lamar Jackson has talent around him. Alex Smith never did. Put that talent around Alex Smith, and I'm pretty sure he would have panned out. But so be looking out for that. That's a big story that he's trying to get on the comeback trail. I applaud him for it. I never thought he was a great quarterback, but I will become a fan of his just for that reason alone.
If he does come back, what team do you see him going to?
He's staying. He's with the Redskins. The Redskins have him signed. He's property of the Redskins. Sorry, the Washington team, but he's property of the Redskins. He signed a 4-year, $80 million deal or something like that. He's like $21 million he's owed.
Yeah, from what I've heard, the Red Wolves might be a possibility.
I don't know why they won't just why can't they just come up with a name? Why they can't just come up with who cares? Just pick a name and go with it.
Washington Trump.
Yeah, why not were they Washington butt fucks?
No. The Washington presidents. So that being said, anything else out there as far as news?
Just, I've watched a lot of train camps and that lately, but nothing really important except for the Leonard Fournette thing that came up. I just
that Leonard Fournette thing. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. You get rid of your best player because and Marone's said that he brings nothing of value.
Apparently, yeah. They couldn't get any value from him in trade either for him.
They couldn't get any value for him in trade.
Yeah, so that's they apparently that's what they tried. They just
Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why?
It didn't look good for Leonard Fournette when it comes to them talking.
Because there is no value in a running back running back anymore. If you can't catch the ball out of the backfield, you're not NFL worthy anymore. They placed Tyrell Williams on IR. That's not good. That's not good for the Chargers. I think he plays for the Chargers. No, he plays for the Raiders.
This year is going to be very different from other years.
Yes, so it is. It is. It's going to be different, but I think it'll be fun. It's football. I don't care. These football players don't need 4 weeks to get ready. And this, if teams come out firing on all cylinders, I'm telling you right now, you might see maybe they're going to start taking away preseason games. They're not needed.
I highly agree that just we haven't seen any preseason games, and I think that just
they're not wedged.
Playing preseason games puts more of a factor for a risk for an injury.
Yeah.
So an injury factor occurs in preseason, and we've seen that with franchise players before. So, so it just this is something different. That I'm definitely looking forward to. I guess the next game is next week.
The very first game is. Well, no. The first game is, and we'll do those picks, and it's on the 10th, and it's the Chiefs Texans, I think. First game.
Do you guys want to do a show before the Thursday night or something?
Well, Thursday night is the game.
Okay, yeah, so that's the game. Well, do you want to do it before the game or?
Yeah, we're going to do the show next week.
Okay.
On the 8th.
So next Tuesday and not next Thursday.
Well, my plan was to do shows on Tuesday.
Okay.
After Monday Night Football, and then do it just, get the picks in so people have a couple of days to put picks in for Thursday.
Okay.
So, yeah. But I think that's pretty much all of the news and notes. So let's get into the AFC. I can't hold off any longer. I can't wait for Sarah. But, so where do you want to start? The West, the North, the South, or the East?
Let's start off in the weakest division. I think it's the South.
You want to start off in the AFC South?
AFC South.
Okay, the Houston Texans won the division last year. The Tennessee Titans made it to the AFC Championship game last year by upsetting the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going with Houston.
Okay.
I think Tennessee, if you can stop Derrick Henry,
mm-hmm.
What else do they have? I think they just caught people off guard. They have a very good defense. They have very good defense, but it's like they're trying to mirror. They kind of mirrored what San Francisco did. They ran the ball, and they only threw the ball a few times because they don't trust their quarterbacks. They don't have a quarterback that can win them a game. This is the NFL. You need a quarterback to win you a game. And I talked about this last week. Without that quarterback, they don't have anybody. That's why I'm still sticking with Houston. They got rid of I'm going to say it now, the cancer DeAndre Hopkins, and Houston will be better off for it.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with. Bobbitt?
I agree with you. I think the Titans was a well done thing. There's somebody else in that division that's, good.
I mean, Tennessee's pretty good. I just don't think that they're going to be able to beat Houston.
No.
Who?
Yeah, I'm going Houston up top there as the division winners. Tennessee. Here's the thing: the Colts. You think they're going to be a wild card or no? No.
Nope, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
All right. Well, in that case, then you know what? I actually do not see any of the AFC South actually. Just what not the Titans, the Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see them any of the teams in that division being a threat.
I did say it as a threat. Who's winning it?
Oh, well, sorry, just Houston.
I'm not picking any of them to go to the AFC to the Super Bowl. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not picking any of them to go to the Super Bowl. I'm telling you that right now. Yeah. Houston. Right now, Houston is the team to beat. Colts are. What did they have? They actually have a quarterback? Didn't they draft a quarterback?
Yeah, I think they did.
Okay. Is he ready to go?
No.
Sorry, Sarah. Not making the playoffs. If they do, it's because of their defense, which they do have pretty decent defense.
Fucking miracle.
It's gonna take a miracle for them to make the playoffs. So we all agree on the AFC South. It's going to be Houston.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sure Sarah's going to be like, you're wrong. It's going to be Indianapolis because they drafted a quarterback. I don't care. You can draft fucking Aaron Rodgers, and I still don't think you're making the playoffs. Let's go with the AFC North. Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Name another team out there that's going to beat them. In the North.
Who is in the North?
The Pittsburgh Steelers, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Cleveland Browns, and the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh yeah, Ravens has got that easy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Speaking of a guy that thinks that fucking Lamar Jackson's going to suck this year.
Me?
Yeah, you.
No,
No, Bob it.
Just a couple years ago, his ball fumbling, ball handling.
That was 2 years ago.
This is what I want to focus on this year with Lamar Jackson is his ball handling, and if he fumbles a lot,
He doesn't. He only fumbled 9.
Fucking suck.
No, Bobbitt said he's not going to have a very good year.
Yeah, let me explain.
Now explain it, and don't just say because blah blah blah. Now tell me why.
What?
Because if you look at his stats compared to Patrick Mahomes, which is I think the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Okay.
His rush is not even close to his passing. Lamar Jackson is the complete opposite of that.
Mm-hmm.
A quarterback shouldn't have high rushing yards.
Why not?
A running back should, not a quarterback.
Why not?
Because if all you do is run and not throw, you're gonna get figured out.
He threw for over 3,100 yards last year, threw 36 touchdowns, only had 6 interceptions. What do you mean he doesn't throw the ball, Bobbitt? He's the first quarterback in NFL history to have over 1,000. I think he's the first quarterback in NFL history in his first 2 years in the league to rush for over 1,000 yards and throw for over 3,000 yards in his first 2 seasons. What in the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's bad for a quarterback.
No, that's good. If a quarterback can do both.
A quarterback is supposed to throw, not run.
Bobbitt, if a quarterback can run and throw the ball, that is good. Then you have to defend the guy not once, but twice in a play. That is a good thing. I would love to have Lamar Jackson play for Green Bay. Why? Look at who he has to throw to. Look at who he has to. That fucking offensive line, I'm telling you, Bobbitt. You look at Baltimore, they have a three-headed dog at running back. They have one of the fastest players in the fucking league, and when healthy, the guy can fly and he can catch.
I'm sorry, but Lamar Jackson is not going to be Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
I don't want him to.
Happen.
Okay, I don't want him to be Patrick Mahomes. I want him to be Lamar Jackson.
No, I said he's not going to beat Patrick Mahomes.
Did you say beat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one factor. There's a difference between Baltimore and Kansas City. One has a defense, the other one fucking doesn't. And that defense would be Baltimore. They had the best defense in the league last year, besides San Francisco.
Yeah, but Kansas City has the best offense in the NFL.
No, they didn't. Baltimore did.
Did Kansas City just they drafted some new kid for the running back position? Apparently, there's a lot of praise about that.
J.K. Dobbins, you are not going to be able to defend the Baltimore Ravens this year.
I'm very anxious about what Kansas City's offense is going to bring to the table again.
Okay, but what about their defense? They look like shit against San Francisco. until the final 5 minutes.
Is pretty shit.
So there you go. Patrick Mahomes is not going to fucking stop a defense. And I'm not expecting Lamar Jackson to be Patrick Mahomes. I'm expecting Lamar Jackson to be Lamar Jackson, and then the defense doing what they do. I'm telling you right now, anybody that thinks Lamar Jackson, if you think Lamar Jackson is not going to have a good year, you are going to be, and he did win the MVP last year.
Yes.
Not Patrick Mahomes. Had the best year of any player in the NFL.
He did?
Yeah, well, he won the MVP.
Oh. Well, I know he won the MVP, but best stats in the NFL every time.
Stats. You don't look at stats when it comes to MVPs. That's only a small part of it. The intangibles that kid has, and I have said it over and over and over again. Does Patrick Mahomes have those intangibles? Sure. He won the MVP the year before. San Francisco caved in that game last year, like I said. They tried putting the hands in the quarterback in the quarterback's hand. That was just easy pickings for fucking Patrick Mahomes in that last 5 minutes of that game. The defense was on the field for like 20 fucking minutes straight. I don't care how good your fucking defense is, you're going to be fucking tired. You're not going to stop anybody, especially Patrick Mahomes. But again, there is one intangible, one thing that Baltimore has that Kansas City does not, and that is a top 5 defense.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore is the best team in the NFL. Period. Hands down. They are talking a possible New England type run with this team. That's how good they are. I don't see it happening. I see them probably going 14-2 again this year. 13-3. But they're going to win the AFC. They'll be in the AFC Championship game. I predicted, in fact, I think they're going to the Super Bowl this year. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes didn't, I don't think his rating was that high last year. Patrick Mahomes didn't have a great year. He had a good year, but it wasn't as good as Lamar Jackson's. You have to take more than just who's the best player into account. Yes, Bobbit, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. Patrick Mahomes is great. He's one of the best quarterbacks. He's top 5 quarterback in the league. But Lamar Jackson doesn't need to be awesome all the fucking time. Patrick Mahomes does. Or else Kansas City's not very good. Do you see my point?
Yeah.
I mean, if Baltimore's defense wasn't good, I'd probably agree with you. But I don't see it. I just don't see it. So who do we got? Who do you got in the North?
Apparently,
Nobody can see it. Nobody can see it.
I love.
I'm trying. Are you giving me a fist bump or what the fuck's going on there?
A little side promo.
You gotta. There you go. No, it's invisible.
Oh, it's invisible. Oh shit.
You got to keep your face in the frame, or else it don't work. Or keep your.
Hey, everybody! Sideline Study mug. Go get one.
It disappeared again.
It's actually.
He's been drinking on it. If you haven't seen it, they're available on. I think they're on my show store, my Teespring store. Go check that out. I don't know, Heather. You can put that in there. So go purchase that stuff. we have an announcement to make after the show is over about what we are going to do with the picks this year. You won't just get a little picture on your thingy. We have some prizes for you guys, and we'll get into that.
We're upping it up.
We're upping it this year. We're upping it. So if you want to join, please let us know. Let Heather know. DM Heather. Or put it in the sideline study. Let's see. So the North, do you have any other teams out of the AFC North making the playoffs?
Nah.
Not even Pittsburgh?
It just Baltimore is pretty dominant.
You don't think Pittsburgh?
This is the year where I think Pittsburgh is going to really struggle. What's the contract situation with the coach like in Pittsburgh?
Mike Tomlin? I don't know. I just know that Ben Roethlisberger is back.
Okay. Well,
Big Ben is back.
I think this might be a very important year for Pittsburgh fans because we need to find out who the Pittsburgh Steelers are right now. I don't think they have an identity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're expected to win. There's a lot of doubts about them, especially dealing with the Baltimore Ravens being like candidates and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got a couple new guys like people are still like high on the Cleveland Browns offense, but we haven't seen it yet, right? So
I agree.
So this is the year. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers, if they fall, then this could be Mike Tomlin's blame. So it just, I'm not sure what the contract situation is but I think that just if they go down bad, Mike Tomlin might take a lot of the blame for it. So.
Well, he should take a lot of the blame. He's a coach. That's what the coach is there for.
You got Baltimore, tough competition. Cincinnati, they just got a new quarterback. That's gonna be. I'm not sure if they're gonna be competitors or not. You still got Cleveland. We don't know how Cleveland's gonna go.
Yeah, they're a hit and miss.
Mm-hmm. So it's just
hit and miss. Next year they could come out and win 13 games, but I don't see that happening.
I just with the Pittsburgh Steelers, just a lot of blame might go with the coach this year with Mike Tomlin if they can't compete to win.
Well, okay, let's go with the AFC West then. What do you got in the AFC West? You got the Chargers. Who won it last year? The AFC West was won by Kansas City by default last year because the AFC West was terrible. They're Las Vegas Raiders have improved. Trust me. The Los Angeles Chargers have improved. Justin Herbert is going to be their starter, I'm sure. They're a hit or miss. He's not going to be expected to win them games, but he's going to have to step up and maybe win them a couple of games. I don't see that happening. They're going to be a hit and miss team this year. Denver, I don't know what you're going to get out of Denver.
Jordan Locke or
Drew
Lock,
I think whoever they drafted,
I don't like him as a quarterback.
Didn't they draft somebody last year? Jordan Locke, isn't he like? Didn't they draft him in like the second round to?
No idea. Drew Lock, I don't like this kid. He just doesn't show the superiority as a starter, in my opinion. So
yeah, Denver will improve, but I'm not going to pick Denver to win anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to improve. I'm not saying they're making the playoffs. I am picking Tennessee to make playoffs this year. And so far, I've got Baltimore, Houston, and Tennessee. I'm going with Kansas City to win the AFC West. They're probably going to be 12-4 this year, 11-5. Do not Do not, and I'm telling everybody
Phil
right
Rivers
now.
is with the Colts now, right?
Who?
Philip Rivers is with the Colts.
Like I said, I'm still not putting the fucking Colts in the fucking playoffs. Like I said, you could fucking put Aaron Rodgers on the fucking Colts, and I still don't think they're making the playoffs. I said it. If you go back and listen, I said it. And who's better, Aaron Rodgers or Philip Rivers? Just throwing that out there. Do not sleep on Las Vegas. Do not. John Gruden, he's good. Everybody says, oh, he's a terrible coach. They gave up too much. Why do you think they gave up so much? He's one of the best coaches the NFL has ever fucking had. In fact, I would say that he's probably better than Bill Belichick when it's all said and done.
No.
Will he win as many Super Bowls? Will he win as many Super Bowls?
The guy has 5 rings. You cannot compete with that.
How do you know John Gruden won't win 5 rings? John Gruden's only 40. He's not that much older than me. I think he's like barely 50. How old is fucking Bill Belichick? When did Bill Belichick win his first Super Bowl ring? I think he was like 60. Isn't he like 70-some fucking years old now? Bill Belichick, isn't he like 70? I think he's the same age as my dad.
The current.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you right now. I'm telling you, he's got 1.
He's got 1, but Tom Brady has got 5.
He's not coaching. The fuck does that even mean?
Or Bill Belichick has got 5. Sorry, I get the fucking mixed up because they're.
Go ahead, sit there, keep talking shit. But John Gruden's a better X and O's guy. John Gruden is a coach that I want to have. I think he's better than Bill Belichick.
If you're gonna base it to me for the next 10 years of winning, then I will believe that.
Give John Gruden's getting there.
I believe that when at this current state, like Bill Belichick, 5, 6 Super Bowl, whatever. Bill Belichick, I think, is one of the best head coaches of all time.
Did I say that Bill Belichick wasn't?
No. It's just right now against John Gruden. No,
I would happen to disagree with you. We'll see. We're going to get to the AFC East.
Okay.
We'll get to the AFC East. I don't sleep on Las Vegas, everybody, but I'm picking Kansas City. And that's all that's making the playoffs in the AFC West. Bobby?
I think it's going to be Kansas City and Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, don't sleep on him, man. John Gruden's got his pieces. He said, "Give me 3 years."
Because I think Gruden's going to do just enough just to sneak into the playoffs.
And don't be surprised if they do make the playoffs, they don't make a long run. They have the team to do it. They had the team to do it last year. You laugh, Coop. I'm telling you. Keep laughing.
I'm saying that wild card position is open for my team.
The Jets aren't going anywhere.
The Jets. Are you kidding me, ladies and gentlemen? The quarterback that we have right now, I think this is our time to move. I think the Jets are going to make that wild card position.
All right, so moving on to the AFC East. Let's get to
it. I'm telling you right now, the Jets right there.
So who do you have winning the AFC West right now?
AFC West?
Yes.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, you had to think about this.
No, I don't like the Chargers. I'm getting mixed up with the South. That's why.
Okay, you got the choice: the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Raiders, or the Broncos.
You
really
the Chiefs are going to be on top, but it's It's going to be nobody in that division this year. It's going to move on.
Okay.
I just...
You think the Chiefs are the only team moving on?
Yeah.
I agree, but don't sleep on the I said, do not sleep on the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Do not.
You can say that. That's why I'm high on my team.
Do not sleep. Okay, whatever. So who do you have in the playoffs? Who do you have in the playoffs so far? You've got the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Texans. Who do you have for a wild card? Do you have any other team from a wild card? And if you really are picking the Jets to make it to the wild card,
fuck yeah!
all right, motherfucker.
Le'Veon Bell, Frank Gore as a running back duo. Hoorah! Woo! The old men are coming back.
Okay, so moving on to the AFC East. So Tom Brady is not in the AFC East anymore. He moved on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We talked about Tampa Bay. I still don't even with Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski on that team, I think I had them making the wild card, but that's about it. You got the Buffalo Bills, who made the playoffs last year and beat the Patriots. I think they beat the Patriots twice last year, if I remember correctly. Then you have the Miami Dolphins, who started out just they did a full sale, a lot like what the Jacksonville Jaguars did this year. They just full on just fucking traded everybody for fucking draft. They had like 4,500 draft picks in last year's draft. Then you've got the New England Patriots, Bill Belichick,
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, I don't know. He's there, but I don't think he's going to make that big of a difference. And then you've got...
He's better than what they had.
And you've got the Jets.
I didn't say anything.
Who have internal problems as is with their safety, the best player on their team, complaining about how they don't think that Adam Gase is the answer, which tells me a lot that these players think that they know everything and know shit. I'm sorry. That's a cancer in the locker room. Did they trade him yet?
They got the safety dude?
Jamal Adams, they get rid of his fucking cunt ass.
Jamal Adams is gone. I think he went somewhere. He went to Seattle.
But yeah, you think Seattle's going to have a bad year. So
I still think that offense is really good with the Arizona Cardinals.
It's not as good as Seattle. But anyway, and we talked about that last week. We're talking about the AFC. We're talking about the AFC now. You wanted to talk about the fucking Jets. I think the Bills are winning this division. Barely. Because I think the AFC East is weak as fuck.
Yes.
Which could give the Jets that fucking sliver of a hope, but then all of a sudden along comes Mark Sanchez again. I'm calling it right now. Bold prediction. There's going to be a butt fumble by the fucking Jets this year.
We're not making that our signature, okay? That was, and in Mark's defense, that was a really big butt that he ran into.
It was a pretty wide ass. I think it was his offensive guard. I can't remember who it was that he ran into, but. No, in all seriousness, I still think the Bills are taking this, and the Patriots are still going to be good enough to make the playoffs.
I think this is the year that we see the Patriots don't make the playoffs.
You're high,
but I think this is the year where they're out. So I'm going with the Bills.
He says that every year. He says that every year, folks.
do you mean?
You say that every year.
What?
You said that last year. This is the year the Patriots don't make a play.
Okay, I'm going with the Patriots. No, sorry.
See?
No, the Bills.
I'm going with the Bills.
Sorry.
And
Bills as the winner of the division, but I think the Jets
oh
are actually going to be a wild card.
if the Jets make the playoffs this year,
This is it. I think
if the Jets make the playoffs this year, I will do 3 shots of Southern Comfort in a row.
No, you gotta do something worse than Southern Comfort. That's bitch.
Oh, I can't. I can't.
You gotta be like a New Yorker and take like a shot of like I don't know.
All right, I'll do this. If the Jets make the playoffs, I will eat Taco Bell tacos again.
Here you go, everybody. Taco Bell.
They make me sick.
They make me sick.
Really?
Yes, I hate fucking Taco
haven't
Bell.
talked about in years like that. But
I did it
Taco
because
Bell for you.
I did it last year because 3 things that I said had to happen at last year's WrestleMania happened. No, I said last year's WrestleMania, not this year's. Last year's.
Okay, we gotta do something better.
No, trust me, and I'll do it on stream. I'll eat them on stream. I'll eat them during a stream.
We'll find a better duel, but
No,
for now,
no.
I'm telling you right now, I will go with the bet that the Jets make the playoffs as a wild card.
They will not.
I
They're a
just
year away.
with the offense and Le'Veon Bell, Gore
What?
there
Coop,
running
Coop,
the duos.
Coop,
And then
Coop,
Sam Darnold holding it down. Just
Coop. What offense? What offense do the Jets have?
it's a run first offense.
Coop. They don't have an offense. I like Sam Darnold. I truly do, but he has nobody to throw to.
They have. That's why it's running base, right?
Oh, so the running backs are going to fucking get every play. The fuck are we talking about here? Coop. Come on.
I'm not kidding, man. I think that running core that they have, you know what? You know what it depends too. It's about the line. JP, it's about the line. That's where it starts. Every football game starts with the line, and if that line cannot hold, then that line cannot get yards.
And again, I say, what offense? What offensive line? They don't have one. They're old.
Yeah, that's what I don't know. the offensive line. Nick Mangold's gone, right? So
Nick Mangold has been gone for 4 years. He's been gone he's retired from football. I think 5 years he's been gone now.
No, not 5
Yeah. Oh my God, Coop. That guy fucking left New York and played for Cleveland.
Yeah, but like
nothing. He went from one shitty team to another.
Right, but like no, but when that line was there, that was good. But I haven't seen the line being protected since. But that's what they focus on in the draft this year, right? The offensive tackle. That's what they focus on. That's what I want to see.
Okay, but I still think they're a year away.
Okay.
They're a year away.
I think that as long as the line holds up, they've got 2 of the most talented backs. They've got Le'Veon Bell and Frank Gore.
Frank Gore is 85 years old.
Frank Gore is still around and beating these young fuckers and still getting yards.
I don't.
How is this old fucker still around and still having a job and beating these old young guys?
This is okay. I love you, Coop. But this is the Tom Brady, 52 years old. He can't continue to do this. Frank Gore's the greatest thing since Wonder Bread. What the fuck does that mean?
Frank Gore's a backup. That's all he's there for. But like, you've got Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. Okay, let me say something about Le'Veon Bell. Yes, he's a very talented running back, but until he and he did last year, but he didn't have an offensive line that could block. And you can go out and draft all these first-round picks in the first round of a draft, but if they don't translate to the NFL, what's to say? And when you draft in the NFL, you don't draft a sure thing. You draft a future sure thing. You have to develop these guys. And right now, and I don't play for the Jets, but I don't know if the coaching staff is good enough to help that team get where they need to go. Do I think Adam Gase is a good coach? Yeah, he's a great offensive coordinator. Is he a great head coach? I don't know.
I'm Gase? No.
Then what makes you think the Jets are good enough to make the playoffs? Right now, they need. If they had Bill Belichick, I would fucking totally agree with you. If they had John Gruden, I would agree with you. But they don't. They have a guy that, I don't know. He's been two places, and he just hasn't gotten it done. Players don't want to listen to him. Jamal Adams said it. This guy is not the right guy for the job. When you have players saying that a coach isn't the right guy, that means he's lost the locker room. They ain't going anywhere. If they had anybody but Adam Gase, I could probably agree with you. I would probably agree with you. I just think New England is better. They had the best defense last year. They still have a core of the guys that they had last year. We'll see if Tom Brady makes that much of a difference. I don't know if he does, because you got to remember, Tom Brady didn't look great last year. He looked decent, looked okay, but you could tell that he was a year older. That's all I'm going to say.
Sorry, you got muted up there.
I got muted?
Yeah, Bobby, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry, it was just a little bit of mutation at the end.
Mutation? Yeah,
We got.
mutate.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we get what you were saying though.
Yeah, no. So I don't know. Well, we'll see. So I'm gonna go with New England and Buffalo. Coop, for some fucking weird ass fucking reason, is going with the Jets. Are you going with the Bills to win the division? Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Bob,
Bills to win the division. Jets wild card.
Sixth wild card to the wild card team that makes the playoffs. Go ahead, Bobbit. Who you got?
I'm going I'm going Bills to win the division, and I'm going New England for the wild card.
See, Coop. And
Yeah,
I know. We didn't get Heather's last year because she was dealing with Wendy, but Wendy's actually asleep. Heather, who do you got for the AFC North? Who do you got for the AFC North? Well, then say. She's picked the Ravens. Who do you got for the AFC West?
You said really.
Yep. You have the Chiefs, the Broncos, Chargers, and the Raiders. Chiefs won the Super Bowl last year. I'm just telling you. You're having a difficult time over here. She's going to go with the Chiefs. Do you think any of the AFC West teams are going to make the playoffs at all besides the Chiefs? She said the Chargers. Do you think they are, though? Because you're going to pick your 6 teams that are making the playoffs, and they're going to play a game. Because you're going to pick the AFC champion. No? Okay. AFC South, Colts, Titans, Jaguars, Texans. Texans, any one of those teams. Titans made the playoffs, made the AFC Championship last year.
They did, but I don't see them coming back again.
Okay, so AFC East. Patriots. Okay, so but you got to have 2 wildcard teams. You have the Jets, the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Bills. Bills. Okay, you still have one more. The Titans made the AFC Championship last year. Okay. All right, so there you go. All right, so who do you think is finishing 4th in the AFC this year, Heather? And it has to be a division winner. So you have the Patriots, Ravens, the Texans, and the Chiefs. Okay, the Texans are going to be 4th. So who's going to be 3rd? Patriots, 2nd, and Ravens. Okay, who's going to be the 6th wild card? The 6th seed. Who's going to be the last team to make playoffs? Is it going to be the Titans, or is it going to be the Bills? The Bills made the playoffs last year, and they were actually the 5 seed, I think. So you think Titans are going to be 5th seed? Okay, so the 4 seed plays the 5 seed. Who do you think's winning? Houston? Houston's beating the Titans. I can see that. 3 versus 6. Patriots versus Bills. Bills beat the Patriots twice.
I know. I think the Bills would actually win.
Okay. So there you go. So there's her final 4. So she is going. The Bills will play the Ravens, and the Titans will play the Chiefs. Who do you got, Bobbitt?
For Final Four before my
Go for your first round. Your wild card. Who do you got winning?
I think the 4th seed is going to be the Bills. I think the 3rd is going to be the Texans.
Okay.
The 2nd is going to be the Ravens. 6th seed is going to be the Raiders. And my 5th seed is going to be the Patriots.
All right. Who did you say the first seed was in? The Chiefs?
Yeah.
I don't see that happening, but okay. I don't think the Chiefs are that good. They don't have a defense, but all right. So the 3rd seed, who will play the 6th seed? Who do you got winning?
So it'll be the Raiders versus the
Texans, I think.
Texans. Oh, yeah, okay. I honestly see the Raiders beating the Texans.
Okay. Okay. And the 4 seed versus the 5 seed?
Patriots versus the Bills, I think I said.
Yep.
I see the Bills winning that.
Okay. So the Bills being the 4 seed will play the 2 seed, and the Raiders will play the 1 seed. Keep that in mind. Okay?
Okay.
Cool? Your seeds. Who's going to be the best team in the AFC?
We got plenty of seeds. Sorry. 4 seed. I'm going with. Okay, I'll start from the top. First seed, Baltimore. Okay. Second seed. After Baltimore would be
Just keep in mind who you pick now.
I'm just man. Well, Baltimore's so strong, and then Kansas City, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City would probably be number 2. Okay, so what? Kansas City is in AFC West. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember,
you got the Jets and the fucking Titans as your wild card.
Okay, Jets are at the very bottom. They're number 6.
Yeah, they're number.
Bills,
they're number 32.
I think what? Bills are number 3, number 4 up there.
But that's up to you. I don't know.
Houston, number 3.
Okay. Okay, so
Houston, number
who's
3? Bills, number 4.
Okay. You're good. So you said the Jets are going to be number 6, and the Titans. I think you picked the Titans will be number 5.
Yeah, Titans number 5. I think.
Okay, so number 3 versus number 6. Your Jets take on the Texans.
The Jets.
This motherfucker. He picks the Jets as the 6th seed. Then he looks at me like, the Jets? Who picks the Jets?
I'm going with the Jets. I'm going with it. I can't. Just like Houston's defense, I don't know, against the Jets' offense, what they got, I think we can outperform them. I just, we'll find out.
But I think
why I won last year, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this is the reason why I won last year. Okay. Barely won, you goofy fucker.
Little MJF promo.
Yeah, okay. Not the best deal in the world, by the way, everybody. All right, so you're taking the Jets to beat the Texans in the playoff game.
I will take the Jets.
Whatever the fuck you are smoking, I have got to get a hold of that shit because that is great shit. I am assuming.
Deshaun Watson against Sam Darnold. I think that the Jets are going to surprise him.
The number 4 seed versus the number 5 seed. So it'd be, who would you have as the 4th seed? The Bills?
Yeah, I think
versus the Titans. Okay, who's winning?
I'm going with the Titans in that one.
Okay, so you have the 1 seed and the 2 seed versus the 5, or the 1 seed versus the 6 seed and the 2 seed versus the 5 seed. Okay. So you have, who'd you have as the 1 seed? Baltimore or Kansas City?
Baltimore.
Baltimore is the 1 seed, so they will play the Jets. Okay. I dare you to fucking pick the Jets for that one.
No.
The 2 seed.
Baltimore wins out.
Okay, well, hold on, because I haven't even picked yet. The 2 seed is the Chiefs, and they will play the Titans. All right. So a rematch of the AFC Championship game from last year. I am going to go with Baltimore being the 1 seed, Kansas City being the 2 seed, Houston being the 3 seed, and who did I have as AFC South? Or the East? Bills being the 4 seed, and then the 5 seed being the Titans, and the 6 seed being the Patriots. What?
Texas.
Yeah, no, I already said Texans were number 3. Oh, it's raining. Okay, so I have the 3-seed Texans taking on the 6-seeded Patriots. I think the Texans beat the Patriots. And the 4-seeded Bills taking on the 5-seeded Titans. And I see the Bills beating the Titans. Barely. Because the Bills have one of the best defenses in the league. And I think they do just enough on offense to beat Tennessee. It's going to be a low-scoring game, but I see the Bills beating the Titans, which means that the 1-seeded Ravens play the 4-seeded Bills, and the 2-seeded Chiefs will play the 3-seeded Texans. Heather, who do you got beating who in the second round, or in the divisional round? Go ahead.
I got the Titans actually beating the Chiefs
Titans beating the Chiefs. Okay?
and the Ravens beating the Bills.
And the Ravens beating the Bills. So the Ravens and the Bills, or the Ravens and Titans in the AFC Championship game. I can see that. That's good solid picks. And then remember, this is preseason. This has changed. Coop, go ahead. Who's in your divisional round playoffs or semifinals, whatever the AFC semifinals? Who you got?
AFC semifinals. What?
You got the Jets versus the Ravens and the Chiefs versus the Titans.
Okay, so the Ravens beat the Jets.
Okay.
No problem.
No, they beat them, no problem. Now that's no problem.
I'm just saying that the Jets have offense talent. Okay,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
When it comes to the Baltimore Ravens, no, they don't have the talent wise. No.
Okay. Go ahead.
So no. I'm not a biased Jet person.
Oh, yes, you are.
AFC East is very weak right
He's so yearning for the Jets to actually do something. That's why he's doing it.
No, I'm just looking at.
I got you. I get you, Cooper. I'm giving you shit.
At the
You're good.
synopsis right now of what the Jets have on offense. Le'Veon Bell, Frank Gore as a running back duo. My opinion, wow. I don't know if you guys can vision that, but
No.
Le'Veon Bell, one of the best running backs in this current era.
Yeah.
Frank Gore, one of the best running backs of all time as a duo right now.
I would say he's one of the greatest running backs of all time. I wouldn't call Frank Gore. I'd say he's consistent, but I wouldn't say he's great.
Yeah, I would agree with you. He's the most consistent.
I didn't say he was the most. I didn't say he was the most consistent.
Always put up good numbers though.
I didn't say he was the most consistent. I said he was consistent. I didn't say he was the most consistent.
Okay, well, there's the reason why Frank Gore is still in the league, right? So.
Well, yeah, just because
he's been around forever, and he's still managing to put up the yards. So he's him with Le'Veon Bell. I think is going to be a very solid duo with that offense this year. Sam Darnold, I think, is going to be much better reading the offense. I think we a couple Rashad Perryman or something like that. A couple of wide receivers this year. So we've got some weapons there. It's just I think it relies on the line and the running back position this year.
I do it myself. Okay, so who do you got in the other game? Moving on from the fucking Jets.
Sorry, I got sidetracked.
Yeah, you did. Who do you got winning the other game?
The Cardinals.
Yeah, okay, that's in the NFC, dude. The AFC.
I was thinking AFC.
You are. Well, no, you're not. You're thinking NFC.
I'm really high in the Cardinals.
I can tell. You're also really high on the Jets. Go ahead. Who do you got? Texans, and I think you had Texans and Bills. No, you didn't. You had Chiefs and Titans, I think. Or Chiefs and Bills. I can't remember.
Oh, yes. The Chiefs and the Titans. Okay, the Chiefs should take that
Rematch of the AFC Championship.
one. Okay, so the Chiefs should take that one.
Okay. So you have Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's not a rematch. That's actually a matchup that should have happened last year, but didn't happen. Bob, what about you?
JT.
Well, of course they are.
I have the Ravens beating the Raiders, and I have the Chiefs beating the Bills.
So everybody so far is unanimous. Raiders, Ravens, or Chiefs, Ravens in the AFC Championship game. I can't even remember who I picked. Do you guys remember? Because I've been worried about what you guys picked. I got sidetracked with the fucking Jets again. The Ravens will beat the Bills. And the Texans, I think, will beat the Chiefs. I think the Texans are better than everybody is giving them fucking credit for. They have a defense. When they're healthy, they're one of the best in the league. And they have one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And they're able to run the ball.
I just saw his hand just go across.
That was Heather. So there.
To a member of the On family.
I'm not going with everybody here. I'm going with the Ravens and the Texans in the AFC title game. Oh my God, Bob, Trek is behind you. I'm going with the Ravens and the Texans. Heather, who do you have going to the Super Bowl? Of course you do. Coop, who do you got going to the Super Bowl? Can't be the Jets because you actually said that the Ravens could beat them, even though you talked about how great the two running backs were.
I think this might be a Baltimore Ravens year. So
okay, so you're going with Baltimore. Bobbitt.
I'm going the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. The Chiefs are not making it that far this year. People will figure out that all you got to do is run the ball against the Chiefs, and they will not go anywhere. Keep the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hands. So, the Ravens make the Super Bowl. Does everybody remember? Who did I pick last year? I think I picked the Packers. I picked the Packers. It's going to be a Packers-Ravens Super Bowl for me. Heather? Heather picks Packers-Ravens. Cool. And I don't think that – I'm just saying this is a preseason thing. I right now, Packers have a little bit more than –
I just.
Who you got? Who'd you pick in the NFC last year?
What? The NFC? Packers?
Who'd you pick in the NFC last week? So you should have written this shit down.
Saints?
Well, did you take the Saints? I don't remember.
I don't.
If you it's fine. If you got the Saints, you got the Saints Ravens. Bobbitt, who do you got?
I have the Chiefs and Cowboys in the Super Bowl this year.
Okay. Who do you got?
I'm going Cowboys.
You're going to Cowboys winning it? Man, I don't know where in the fuck you get your philosophy from, but damn, son. Coop, who you got?
What was it? Saints for me, right?
The Saints and the Ravens.
Yeah, Saints and Ravens, I think.
Okay, who's winning?
Just two of the top teams right now.
Who's winning?
Baltimore.
Okay, well, goddamn it, I can say it.
Sorry, Baltimore.
Heather, who do you got? Of course you do, because let's just go with what I know. I'm picking the Ravens. I'm not picking the Packers. It's gonna be a decent game. But the Packers will not beat the Ravens because the Ravens.
Low-scoring game.
No, it'll be a high-scoring game because neither defense. Green Bay, you put Aaron Rodgers out there, and I guarantee it, he's going to have a decent game. It's just the Ravens have too much offense, too much
Hail Marys
running
for the end there for the
too much running the ball. Too much running the ball for the Ravens. Packers just won't have enough. They're still a year away. I think Green Bay will win a Super Bowl. I'm hoping, but I do, and I'm thinking Green Bay will win one more Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers before he moves on. Before he moves on to the fucking Vikings, then we have Brett Favre Part 2. Actually, I would laugh if he actually went and played for the Lions. But I wouldn't laugh because he'd probably make that team good. But that's what I got. I've got the Ravens. Heather's got the Ravens. I don't know what the fuck Bobbitt's thinking, but the Cowboys, even though they're missing half their fucking weapons and have no defense. And then, Coop, you pick the Ravens. So it's 3 for the Ravens and 1 for the Cowboys. Which, I get it, but, and I could sit here and explain to you, and I think I gave you the reason why the Cowboys are not going to be, they're going to be an 8-8 team. But that's what the fun thing about football is, you never fucking know. The Cowboys could go 14-2.
Don't know how the fuck things are going to work out this year.
Yep.
This year, I think we should all just be happy that sports are here and football is here. I think that's the most important thing is we can actually watch football this year.
So if you want sports to continue, I'm just going to say this now. Vote for Trump. Don't vote for Biden because he wants to shut everything the fuck down. I'm sorry. I don't care.
I'm in Canada.
I know you can't vote, but I know everybody that follows my show can. If you want sports, vote Trump. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there for all you sports fans. I know Heather's
I encourage everybody to go vote. That's the most important thing.
Yes, go vote. Go vote. But vote for Trump. But so... Oh, yeah. So that's pretty much it. Next week, we will do our picks. So if you guys want to get involved in the picks, please DM Heather, and that's at Goonie20. Or if you are in a Sideline Study chat, please put it in there. That being said, with the picks this year, Coop, Heather, and I'm just going to, I don't have anything to do with this. I do the show. This is a Coop and Heather thing. So with that being said, I'm going to give up the seat to Heather. She actually has to do a stream, but she's going to show you what's going to happen for the people that will be involved in the chat for the picks. Gives you a little incentive to join the picks. This does not have anything to do with us as a group here. So I just wanted to put that out there. So with that being said, I'm going to bring in Heather here. And you guys have a great night. Stay safe. Vote Trump in November. And
50 years later.
And have a good week. We will be back next week for our first week picks. So get them in. Think about the picks. And then we'll watch some football on September 10th. That being said, Heather, come on in. And she's going to show you a surprise.
Okay.
If you want to change that to the Ravens fucking stadium.
I don't like him in T-Bank Stadium. All right. So, yes, as GP was saying, this year we decided, on behalf of myself and Coop, and with the funding of Hey You Productions behind all of this, we are going to be giving you guys your decisions here. Bam! Look at them beauties. You will be getting free merch from us. If you win first place, you get your choice of either a sweatshirt or a t-shirt. If you get second place, you get a coffee mug or a tote bag. And if you get third place, you win a sticker. All to do with the Sideline podcast. So definitely, if you want to take part of this, definitely get your picks in. Let me know you want to be part of the picks as well beforehand. And then at the end of the season, we will be picking, we will see who the winner is out of the people just in the chat. Bobbit, Coop, JP, myself, and Sarah are ineligible for these prizes. So these are just for you guys. So that you understand, okay? So, how about them apples for you? All right, with that being said, we are done here. I hope you all enjoyed the show. I hope you all enjoy the prize choices there. If you are the winner, please let me know that your size and DM me your address at the end of the season. So, you never know, Dan Rex. You never know. Football is wacky. So, and also, by this time next week, I should have a new intro video with a song that Coop has very graciously bought for the Sideline Study podcast. So definitely keep your eyes and ears out for that, and you will be able to even download this song from his Patreon page at the moment. So definitely,
Heather, do you want me to send the link to you for if you need it anywhere else, or?
Actually, if you can get me that file for the song so I can edit to the video, that'd be great.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, you never know, Dan Rex. Things may turn around for you. So definitely go head on over to Coop's Patreon page. If you're not already a Patreon to him, become a Patreon to him, first and foremost, people out there. And then you can download our very own intro song and have it for your daily listening pleasure. Have a good night, folks.
By the way, I hate the song. I'm kidding. I enjoy half of it.